Sandy Negus has been volunteering at Family Kitchen in Bend for 30 years. Her husband Rick might as well be the new guy. He's only been volunteering for 20 years. Neither wants nor sought any recognition for their efforts. But when they announced that they would be hanging up their aprons for the final time at the end of the month, their fellow volunteers decided they didn't particularly care what Rick and Sandy wanted. They wanted to tell them how much they meant to them, how much they meant to Family Kitchen, and how much they mean to their community.
Sandy and Rick have been fantastic. They're an example of dedicated, kind, humble people.
It's amazing to me. They've done this for 30 years. It's such a commitment. They are very humble people that do it for not for any kind of reward or accolades or even thank yous. They do it out of the goodness of their heart because they're giving people.
Rick and Sandy are those volunteers not only with the longevity, but also just with the whole heart for what we do. And it makes such a difference. The diners feel it, their volunteers that work with them feel it. They are Family Kitchen.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your years of service, your dedication, for helping me feel respected and honored in my volunteering. I wish you the very best, and I hope to see you guys more.
I'm honored to know them, and I personally want to let the community know what a wonderful couple they are. I hope I've not lost them as friends.
For 30 years, Sandy has done a little of everything. Meatloaf, sandwiches, prep, clean, and on and on. Rick has done the same and has been the team leader for the Moody Monday crew, as they're affectionately called, organizing the volunteers, ensuring there's always a crew to prep, prepare, and serve the people that come to Family Kitchen in need of a meal.
Been very fortunate to have this opportunity to volunteer here.
When I arrived at Family Kitchen during prep time, and Rick and Sandy figured out what their co-workers had done, they wanted no part of it. For 30 years, it wasn't about recognition, accolades, or praise. And on the way out the door, it still wasn't. For Rick and Sandy, it was and always will be about the people they serve, and the people they volunteer alongside. But with a little arm twisting, I convinced them to go on camera and explain to me why they've been doing this for 3 decades and what kept them coming back.
You know, I think there's something in the human soul that wants to help other people. And I found it just extremely gratifying to be able to be here, to know the people that are walking the streets, to know the volunteers here, such wonderful people. It's just been very gratifying.
One of the most beautiful answers I've ever heard. Every person I spoke to said the same thing. Rick and Sandy are 2 of the most humble people you'll ever meet. They give their time, they give their talents, and they expect nothing in return.
Commitment and caring, they're just caring people.
That attitude of humble service is pervasive here.
They're amazing.
From your team, your town, and all of us here at Central Oregon Daily News, thank you, Rick and Sandy. In Bend, Eric Lindstrom, Central Oregon Daily News.